and welcome to another lawn clippings video by lawnfawn. Today we are introducing our brand new set named Ornate Ornaments. We have all of these amazing things going on over at the blog lawnfawn.blogspot.com. We have giveaways and amazing design team samples. You just have to check it out. But today we're going to be looking at Ornate Ornaments, and it's kind of a fun holiday set where you can build all these different ornaments using all these different hooks that we have in here and this fun string and bows, and there's just so many fun, cute things you can do with this set. So let's go ahead and start using it. Get some paper out here. And first thing I'm going to do is start off using one of these little pine branches. And these are just so much fun. So I'm going to take some green ink and just stamp that out right here. And the cool thing about this is you can definitely build on this. So you could like keep going on and creating this great branch. You can even flip it and turn it this way and build it off of each other and create these really kind of cool trees and kind of foresty looking backgrounds. A lot of fun things. But something really fun and easy to do is to stamp it this way. And then since there's still some ink left on the stamp, we just stamp it again and you kind of get this look like there might be a branch behind this branch. And I think it looks really, really cool. So we're going to use that way first to hang our first ornament. And there's a lot of different hooks in this set, and these are two of them right here that you can use, and they're really, really cute. And they both work the same way. You can just stamp the ornament right off of them. So let's use this one, this swirly one right here. So, oh goodness, where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm always losing my stamps because I've got them everywhere on blocks. Okay, so, you know, right now I can't find my silver ink, so kind of a cool way to get a silver color is to ink up your stamp in some black ink. Take a piece of scratch paper, stamp it once, just like I had done there, and then have it just hang right off right here. You get this really great silver looking color like that. And then going over it later with a pen would be, like a glitter pen might be kind of cool. So we've got our hook hanging off of our pine tree right there. And the next thing we're going to do is stamp one of our stamps. And these are so much fun to color, to paper piece. I mean, just to if you just heat emboss this with like a silver or a gold, I mean, that's all you would need to do. It's just so beautiful and elegant. So right now I'm just going to stamp it in some magenta ink because I'm just going to do some quick coloring on it. So you just ink it up and then just line it right underneath this hook, just like this. And you get this beautiful look. And so right now I'm just going to add some quick color to it with some Copic markers. Okay, so I did just some really quick coloring. I mean, this is just two shades. I just put a little bit darker on this side and then highlighted the swirls in a darker red. And then I used one of these little Copic glitter pens, Spica pens, and just added some glitter over some gray Copic here and on the little swirls. And it just looks so pretty. It was so easy to do and just so much fun. So let's try another one of these ornaments. And I wanted to show you another fun way to use these pine trees. So we've got this bigger one that we've already seen, so let me stamp that out real fast. Just like that. And you can stamp these at any angles to get different looks. I mean, anything you can think of. So we've got that one, and then we have a smaller one too. And the smaller one looks really cool, kind of stamped straight across like this as little trees too to create, oop, there we go, to create like a little forest. It looks really, really neat. But let's stamp it here to hold our ornaments. So here we go, and we're just gonna stamp that right here. And just kind of gives a fun, just pine, kind of forest look, and really, really cool, and it's just a little different than the one above. So just different things that you can do with this set. But for right now, let's try hanging some of our little ornaments. So we have these little tiny guys, let's look at it on the set here, that are really fun to kind of color paper piece. These are going to be really great for coloring with distress inks too. And so these look really cute hanging off these ornaments, I mean these pine trees too, all these little ornaments. So let's try that. So let's try hanging all these different three ones off of here. And so I'm just going to stamp these off in a black ink, just like that. And then I'm going to alternate. We have two long ones and one rounder one. So I'm going to alternate between those. Oops, I just inked that up in green. Okay, and now there's this one here. And this one here can kind of hang off the top. And you'll see how we'll kind of fix that look in a second. And then we're going to hang this little one this other little one. It's another longer shaped one that's really cute. And these look adorable stamped there, but obviously the pine tree's kind of getting in the way. So this is going to be perfect for some paper piecing. And so what I've done is pulled out some Christmas papers and also some non-Christmas papers that just happen to be like reds and whites and things. And I'm just going to paper piece these real fast. Okay, so I cut out some of these ornaments. I just stamped them on some pattern paper, and then I just filled in the top black to match the little hook, and then just put a little foam adhesive on the back. And here's my last one, and I kind of just used coordinating papers from the same collection, and they look so cute that way, and that would be an adorable little mini card. Really, really cute. So let's talk about some of the other things in this set, and then we'll come back to the last ornament. So we've done our little ornaments here, and of course we have a great sentiment in this set. And that is this large Merry Christmas. And the great thing about this one is it's easy to stamp. Stamp it real fast here, long ways, just like this. But it's also really easy to stamp it kind of as a stack sentiment. So this is what I like to do. I like to just take the stamp here, and because it's big enough to do it this way, I don't have to mask off anything or anything. I just ink up the Christmas part, and I like to do the bottom one first so that I know I'm not making a mistake with lining everything up. So there's my bottom one. I'm just cleaning it off again, and I like to just wipe it off on my hand too, just in case. And then now I'm just going to ink up right here the Merry part and line that up as I like it over the Christmas. So you can see there how cute that turns out. Just absolutely adorable with the little ornaments. I think it just looks really, really cool. So that's the fun sentiment in this set. And excuse my finger smudge again. Look at all this ink I always have over my fingers. So we've got that. And then we also have some really fun kind of little stars and snowflakes and things like that in the set, which are great to use for creating little backgrounds or kind of setting the scene. So we have these really great stars here. I'm going to grab a little block here. And what's really great about these is they would make the most beautiful background. I just love these two stars together. And so these would look really great, definitely in Versamark, but also could look really, really great stamped in kind of a yellow to create a background. So I'm going to stamp these around, and this can look very holiday, but it could also be kind of mod. It's kind of got that like fun 60s look to it that I think could be really adorable on a non-holiday project too. So I just really like that idea. So right now I'm just creating this fun little kind of background, or it could even be the star of the show on your card, and it just looks adorable. And so you can see how cute that would look behind this ornament. Really, really sweet. I just love these stars, and it kind of looks like the twinkle coming off the lights of the Christmas tree. Really, really fun. So we've got that there, and then we also have just a couple little things. We have a nice little star here, which is just fun to add, you know, to different, just, you know, you could add as like a little nice little touch to your sentiment right here. This nice little star, or create little backgrounds or borders with them. Just really love that idea. Then we also have, let's see here, a little snowflake. And this once again would just be great, here with a light blue actually, to create a pattern also. So you could do, here, let's ink that up. Just like that. That one got a little, kind of like a little ink splotch on it. So here we go. And these really, really fun to create little backgrounds, and also do the same stamping we did before, where we did, you know, kind of inking it off like that, and you can put it behind the Merry Christmas, and it looks really pretty. So I'm just going to actually do that with some scratch paper here, and stamp it off, and then add it in just like that, because I actually like the lighter color of this blue better. And what's kind of fun about this is the ink can kind of get a little bit, you know, it's not perfect, meaning each one kind of has a little different amount of blue on it, and that looks really, really fun behind this sentiment like this. And this would be great for creating like a little strip, or just setting your scene here. And so we just kind of have this fun look with all the snowflakes around Merry Christmas. So that looks really, really neat also. And you know, just fun. You could also use this as a little tag, or putting it behind. A lot of really cool things you could do with that. Okay, so that's the snowflake in the set, and it's just some little extra doodads in there. Now let's try a different kind of ornament setup. So how we're going to do this one is first we're going to stamp this ornament out. And this one is really fun to paper piece because you kind of have all these different levels on it. Here's my big block. So here we go. We've got this great ornament here. We're going to stamp in some black ink. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is add the pieces onto it. So in the other one we did the hook to hang it off the branches. But here what we're going to do is use this little kind of upside down U-shaped one and use that on here. So I'm just going to take that and put that right over. And now you see you kind of have that classic ornament look, which actually you could do a really cute card with kind of piles of ornaments around, just like that. But something else really fun to add, to kind of add some pizzazz to this ornament, is this great bow. So I also love the idea of this bow used for backgrounds or other fun things too, because bows are fun year-round. But we're going to put it right on top of that hook there, and it looks so cute. And so one of the last things that we're going to add to kind of create this whole ornament scene here is we have a long strip of kind of like a dotted line, like a ribbon line here. And the cool thing is you can turn it, you could curve it, all sorts of different ways. But it also has a really wide base to it, which means it stays straight really easily, which is nice. So I'm going to take one of my blocks here and do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I don't ink up too much of it, because we've got our other ornaments there in the way. So I'm just going to ink up part of it and just line it up. I'm actually going to stand up so I can get right over it and line it up right with that bow. Just like that. And you can see how cute that looks. I mean, it looks absolutely adorable with it hanging off. And the best way to do this on your card would be to have, it hanging right off the top of the card, and you could have all these different lengths ornaments hanging and the two different kinds of large scale ornaments. It would look really cool on a scrapbook page, because this you could easily keep stamping it too to make it as long as you would want. So I love that idea. And something else from the set, let's see, what else are we missing from the set? Well, we've got this other hook here that's it's just a little less swirly than the other one, depending on which one you would feel like using. So there's that other hook that you can put on the ornaments, and here's the swirly one up here. Actually, I'll stamp it out again since the other one's kind of in a gray. It's not as, doesn't show up as well as the black. So here's this one. And then we've got our pine cone. And these pine cones are super, super cute. And what I'm actually going to do is take the pine cone and stamp it on a separate sheet of paper. So, okay, so I did color and cut out my pine cones, but I also colored this ornament in real fast because it just needed some color. And I just did red and green, and I did little black in the dots just to kind of go along with the bow color I did. But those are perfect for adding little gems, or even putting this little star cut out over them. I mean, there's so many fun ideas that you could do with that. You could also cut just a plain strip to go over that if you didn't want the dots in there. So there's a lot of really great ideas. So real fast, I just wanted to show you these pine cones, and they're perfect for working with the fun pine tree pieces that we've been doing. So I just want to ink that up real fast and show you guys how you could create kind of a fun wintry scene with these, especially with the snowflakes and these pine cones. So you can have the pine cones hang right off this bow just like that, and you really get a great kind of holiday feel with that, which I really like. So you could definitely add some more to this look here by just putting another one here just like that, and then hanging these off kind of like this. Would look really, really cool. So I'm just going to glue those down real fast, and it looks really, really cute on that pine tree and kind of creates a fun winter scene. So I really like that idea too. So those are all of the pieces of Ornate Ornaments. So we kind of went all over the place here, and it's not the most organized card we've ever done, but we got a lot of fun ideas. So there's really cool ways to stamp these pine trees pieces in all different ways. Here we stamped once and then stamped again for a lighter color to give kind of a dimension in it. And this one we used the long one and the shorter one to create a really fun look. These also look really cool standing on their side, where you can kind of create fun forests. And then on this one we use them coming from the other side, which gives kind of a different look, and I just piled 2 of the longer ones on there and then added these fun pine cones to it, and that just gives a fun winter look. Stickles on here or some liquid applique snow could look really cool. Then we have these really great stars that we used that would look amazing as a background for these ornaments, because it kind of gives that feeling of twinkle lights and stars and winter and Christmas, but also they kind of have a mod look to them, and I think in cool colors it could look really great all year round, kind of as a cool, fun mod background. Here is one of the ornaments in the set, and these ornaments are perfect for Copic coloring, for heat embossing, for just stamping in reds and greens and blues and cutting them out, for paper piecing, and for coloring in with distress inks. This one I happened to use some Copics and just did some really quick coloring, and it added in some glitter to kind of get, you know, kind of some shine on it. And I used one of the hooks here to hang it off these pine trees. We also have another hook. These are the 2 hooks we have of that style. So you can kind of pick and choose, which is fun because you get to decide which one you want. Here we have our really fun Merry Christmas sentiment, and we have this extra little star that's just fun to add. You could add it around your ornaments, or right here I just added to kind of embellish this, this fun sentiment. And then here I stacked the sentiment. It's long enough to be able to ink part of it up and then ink the other part. And then we have a little snowflake, and so I stamped it, and I would stamp it once in blue and then again to get a lighter blue, and kind of created this whole great snowy background that would look really amazing behind these ornaments also, kind of like these fun stars. And then here we have the little tiny ornaments that are in the set, and I paper pieced them with some holiday papers, all from the same collection, so they kind of all go together, and just popped it up on some foam hanging off this branch. And what I like about this idea is that you could create a much smaller card with these small ornaments and this pine tree, versus this one's a much larger card. This is also great for scrapbooking. It's a great scrapbooking size, and it's great for holiday cards too, because you could have them hanging right over your photo. It could look really, really amazing. So here is the other way of hanging our ornaments. So this one, we stamped this nice U-shaped hook here, and this works on both. So you could do this style on this one and this style on that one. You can flip it any way you would like. And then what we did is we stamped the bow on top, and you could even not use the bow if you didn't want. And then we stamped this really fun sort of hanging ribbon. And what's really great about this is it's really great to have it hang off your card like this. So you could have different lengths hanging on your card with the different shaped ornaments, using up your fun pattern papers, or doing some fun Copic coloring, and glitter. And this is asking for like glitter and stickles, and every fun sparkly product you have on your desk is perfect for this set. So there's that, and then of course the pine cones that we already talked about. So this is Ornate Ornaments, and it's a lot of really fun ideas, and it's really a set that you can make your own. You can make it fun and cute, you can make it elegant, depending on what sets you pair it with, what papers you do, you know, from polka dots to really elegant plaids like this. I mean, there's just so many ways to style it, and we cannot wait to see what you guys do. So head on over to the blog, lawnfawn.blogspot.com, and enter to win, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!